Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions from the chat. So get your questions in, people. Obviously, a big weekend in the Premier League. First and foremost, Arsenal winning the North London derby 3-2 away at Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester City keeping pace in the title race. That's a rhyme on accident. I write multi-syllables. Don't ever disrespect me thinking I did that on purpose. But yes, City keeping pace in the title race, winning away at Nottingham Forest. Liverpool falter more importantly and from a human standpoint, Salah and Klopp arguing on the touchline. Hopefully, there's no questions in regards to Manchester United. Of course, the NBA playoffs first rounds is going on right now. The Mavericks are literally playing the Clippers over in the playback. The man them are holding that down. So we'll be discussing all those things. But for those that are new to the Q&A, if you are a member of the channel or you super chat, your question takes priority. So if you're a member of the channel, link is underneath in the description, people. I will star your question. I will get to it. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get to it as well. Just please keep your questions sporting related. Don't forget, 16 out of 10 tees are available, people. 16 out of 10 t-shirts are available. sarcasmcitytv.myshopify.com. 2 different designs, 4 different colors. You can see I'm here rocking the blue and white one, people. Link is in the pinned comment. I've got the black and white one here. Here it is. For those I haven't seen the black and white one, I've got the other design as well. I'm going to rock that shortly. But yes, you had a 16 out of 10 there. Look at this, man. Me looking 16 out of 10 in the 16 out of 10. You already know, people. You already know. Big up to everyone who's just joined over from the raid as well on Saeed's channel. Make sure you run up the likes, hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Please share across all the socials as well. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And I want to introduce the rest of the gang will be here. Very ecstatic human being. I already know without talking to him that he's ecstatic about the result that happened today. My like TJ is in the building. Yes, TJ, what are you telling me? Okay, still
Oh, just I'm
still
just kicking it. I'm just no pressure, no sweat at all today. I only changed my shirt 3 times during that match. Yeah, we got the result, as you can see. I'll go ahead and hide that right now. But just to remind everybody that we're saying, oh no, you guys are gonna lose, you guys. North London Derby away, form goes out the window, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. I don't care. We got the win, 3-2. It wasn't. We didn't even play that well, in my opinion. We didn't even get out of second gear. So, Tottenham were lucky to get out of that with just conceding 3 goals in the first half. We sat back in the second half and did what we needed to do to get the job done. Obviously, individual errors costing us again, or potentially costing us again. But I'm just. Honestly, Flawless, I'm just excited that I got to embarrass Jacob on live YouTube. I'm glad I don't have to hold anything from Jez. I'm sure Jez is going to be here at some point. Just all the Tottenham fans can hold that. And honestly, respectfully, Flawless, you can also hold that. For all the...
What did I do?
No. I remember your tweets, bro. No, don't throw your hands up. You know what I'm talking about. Get out of here. Oh yeah, Spurs. They won. Spurs. They're still top of the table in October. Let's give it a. This criminal knows exactly what he did, but he's just gonna sit here and be like, "What? It wasn't me." Whatever. Either way, big up, Flawless.
Brought back October. We almost in May, my friend. We almost in May.
Well, I remember, Flawless, I got receipts. All you got to do is look at the Twitter timeline. That's all we got to do here. That's all we got to do. After Man United, this guy's wearing lily white, bro. It's unbelievable, this guy. And I know he does it because he's trying to get under Troops' skin. He's trying to get under my skin. He might, and he gets under both. This guy is a criminal. Lock him up.
Nah. You know what it is? In my defense, you know what happened with the Spurs thing? I'll clarify just to everyone. And it's crazy that Ryan's in the chat. You know what I did? I led into the nonsense that came my way. Because at the start of the season, so you lot in the chat will remember. I'm sure TJ won't want to remember. But I think it was 2-3 games in. I think they might have been 4 or 5. Spurs were near the top of the table. If I remember correctly, I think they might have been top.
They were top of the. Yeah, they were top
at top of the table. And all I said, this was on back again. All I said was, Spurs are top of the table and actually playing well. Like Van der Ven looked good, Adogi, Vicario, Madison, Basuma. They were playing. That's legit, people. All I said. Then from then on, I got labeled as, oh, you love Spurs. You're always bigging up Spurs. Spurs are your side thing. Spurs are your
No, but
side chick.
flawless.
Spurs are your side bitch.
Don't
No,
tell
before
me
you.
you leaned into it. You leaned
No,
into
I
it,
did.
bro.
That's where I'm gonna go. And then I tried to fight back people. Foolish, thinking with Troops and Hassam that I was gonna be, they was gonna let me land with any logic. And then every week, there was twice a week on that show, I got labeled with Spurs. And then you know what happened after a couple of weeks? I was like, yo, these managers gonna keep saying it. Let me lean into it. So then I started running with it. Anytime anything Spurs related happened, times I wasn't even watching games and I just seen results and was like, yes, but top quality of Spurs if they came back, or if let's say they lost heavily, I'd be like, yo, well bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes put coins. Just cause, like, just cause. If they would have won today or would have drew, I would have been in all white today. 100%. Would have definitely been in all white. So yeah, that's what you have to do. Hey, to Ryan in the chat. Lead into it. I got labeled with it, and now people really leave me alone with it. So yeah, that's what it is. It is. And to Ryan who says, my word, flawless, take that horrible shirt off the screen. So for those that don't know, 16 out of 10 merch is available. We are pricing up. So from tomorrow, people, it will be available for worldwide shipping. And if you're under a rock somewhere and you don't know what 16 out of 10 is, people, I got you, people. For those that may not know, here we go.
By the way, can I just say, the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, big up the panel. I told as for your own 16 out of 10 t-shirt, people. sarcasmcitytv.myshopify.com. That is sarcasmcitytv.myshopify.com. I just dropped the link in the chat. The link is also in the pinned comment as well. 2 different designs, 4 different colors, ladies and gentlemen. That is 2 different designs, 4 different colors, blue and white, like the one I'm rocking, the black and white one, which I'm going to hang up in a second, the red and black one, and also white and black as well, people. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, 16 out of 10 t-shirts available. Will be available from tomorrow for worldwide shipping. And that is everywhere across the globe. We were literally just sorting out the pricing. Shout out to my head of creative because she is a real one. I did 99.9% of the work. She's a real. I legit, you know the Messi goal when Busquets set him up and he went past like 5 players in the El Clasico game. That was what I gave her that pass and then she did the business. So salute to my head of creative. But yeah, 16 out of 10 shirt. And he says, what did you say, Ryan? Actually, wait. Let's go. What was it? Where we at? My word is.
It's a shame because I actually have the best chat up lines. Oh my god!
I wasn't talking about the 60. Oh, you talking about it? You know what, Ryan? You actually right? Hold it. Where's the 16 out of 10 shirt? There it is. You actually right, Ryan? My G. You know what I'm saying? You actually actually did the business. There we go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hang you up there for, wait. Just move it along a little bit. I need to get a better angle.
Get it in frame. Make sure to get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
You got it. Yeah, well, there you go.
I have to take down the bulletproof. Right, 1 second. See, Ryan, man. You know what I'm saying? Spot on, my general. Yes, Ryan, real one. Always helping me out, man. Always helping me out. But TJ, thoughts on the actual game itself? Thoughts on the game?
Yeah, we didn't. People are gonna look at this game. And we're going to be talking about this next year, about how we've beaten Spurs twice, 2 years in a row at their gaff. And they're going to say that they dominated the game and that they controlled the game because they controlled possession. And they did have the expected goals. They had the field tilt or whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, all that matters is the scoreline at the end. And the scoreline at the end of the first half was 3-0. The absolute cheek of any Spurs fan coming out saying that we dominated that game needs to take a long, hard look at yourself, because that was absolutely embarrassing what I saw from Spurs in the first half. And don't get me wrong, I lapped it up. Don't get me wrong. I was loving it. But at the same time, if you really look at it, Arsenal barely got out of second gear in the first half, and we scored 3 goals. It was that Højbjerg. All we needed was a mistake, and I think I said this the other day, is that the first person to blink is going to be the person that loses. And Højbjerg blinked, and everybody was saying There was a lot of people in the Spurs fan base saying that they wanted to start Højbjerg because Basuma was so bad or not performing very well. And then Højbjerg comes in and is doing his best Arsenal at audition and scores a header for us off of a Bukayo Saka cross in. Great job from great crosses in, great corners from Bukayo Saka today, by the way. I'll be saying a lot of good things about Bukayo Saka because he was absolutely incredible today. He gets he's second in the man of the match rankings to a certain German that we will also talk about. But yeah, after that, you could tell Spurs put their head down. There was they were really overloading the right side of the field. I saw that they were trying to lock down Trossard, and they did. I don't think Trossard had a very good game, but they were trying to push the game to the right side of the field and away from Ben Davies and away from Bukayo Saka, which is what led to the second goal. A lot of balls were going up that left side, and it was leaving Bukayo Saka wide open. I was yelling at the screen when Kai got that ball, and Bukayo Saka had half of the field, half of the pitch to work with. Right on, nailed on shot or nailed on pass from Kai Havertz right to Bukayo. Bukayo Saka, cool as you like, sent Ben Davies to the shadow realm, bro. That was on. I would say that was almost on the level as the Diallo fake out from Gabriel Jesus earlier in the season.
You mean
Dalot, sorry.
Yeah.
The fact that he could keep that composure and slot it away like the star. If you're going to talk about him being a star boy, that's the path of play that says, okay, you kept your composure, you slotted it away in the North London derby when we needed you, and you've proven your doubters wrong by executing on that. Then third goal, obviously another ball in from Saka. Great header from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz putting in a man of the match performance today. Absolutely all over the place. Not only was that assist incredible, not only was the header incredible, but he was pushing the ball up the field, making the back line, tormenting the Spurs back line for the first half. Again, second half, we let our foot off the gas. I'm not even gonna deny that. Spurs owned the second half. But the first half, we made them sweat in certain situations. Kai Havertz opening up a ton of space in the final third, making them think, making that freaking clown Van de Ven look bad. Like honestly, like, and I rate Van de Ven as a center back, but when it gets to the final third, he looks a little shaky. Obviously, when he's tracking back, he's one of the fastest center backs.
Yeah, that recovery pace is different.
He is so great. Like running back, he caught Martinelli in the second half. Like obviously, Van de Ven at that point had played an entire game, and he's catching a fresh Martinelli off the bench. And
that recovery pace is different,
bro.
Different.
And I think, and I've said this about Van de Ven, I think he has a higher upside than Romero does, because his recovery pace is incredible. And I think, and he's new to the league, and I think he's one of the best center backs in the league. I think he's top 10, easy. Enough talking about them though, about them, Dusty. And look, second half, we can talk about it. I would love to answer questions about it, but all I really saw in the first half or in the second half was a team trying to see it out. I really didn't see us scoring in the second half. The way that we approached the match or approached the second half was all right. Like we let our head go a little bit, and let's talk about David Raya. David Raya made an individual error, and now there's a bunch of people calling him the worst goalkeeper in the league. That is, I believe that's incredibly unfair. And I've been out here defending David Raya, and obviously you put your head down, you're playing out the back. If you're playing out the back like that, you will make mistakes. And I think that was just an individual error. You see keepers make mistakes like that once or twice a season nowadays. So I don't know, like, just the fact that we didn't completely put our head down after that is something to be proud of. Declan Rice, booting. I think he played a great game until he booted Ben Davies in the nuts. That guy ain't having kids for a while. You know what he's doing? He's sitting on the couch with the iced peas right now, with the frozen peas, bro. Like he is hurting. That was a painful one. Obviously a nailed on pen. Son slots it away. And that was the only time I saw Heung-min Son today. I don't know where that guy is. Somebody put him on a milk carton. He went missing today. And I can't wait to hear the excuses from the Tottenham fans. Well, he didn't get any service. Who cares? Then sort out that dusty midfield. I mean, there's a ton we can talk. Like, you can't even really talk about Arsenal star players today. You got to talk about the players for Spurs that just flat didn't show up at home against your biggest rival. Because, guys, look, if we're being honest about this was Tottenham's Champions League final. This was it for them.
Connor, I sent you the link as well. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, big up, Connor. Come on here, Connor. Let's dance on some graves, bro. Look, you expect your club to go out there and put out at least a fight coming out the gate. And they looked the only person I think that can come out of that match with their head held high that was wearing lily white today was maybe Papa Matasar and Cudi Romero. Other than that, the rest
I thought Kulusevski was bright because the rest of their attack was terrible.
Oh yeah, that's true.
was the only one who looked of note to do anything. I thought Son was poor, Richarlison ineffective, Johnson ineffective, Maddison poor.
Timo,
fullbacks, they really do anything.
Timo, yeah, if you hadn't told anybody, hadn't told anybody that Timo played, wouldn't know?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that the only things of note I remember was through Kulusevski. He was the only thing. Like, well, yeah, go on, carry on.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it came down to individual errors at the end of the day, and we took advantage of them. Fortunately, our individual errors didn't end up costing us the game, but we were able to see it out. There was a lot of people criticizing Arteta for his big up Connor. There was a lot of people criticizing Arteta for his substitution at the end of the match when he substituted Odegaard on. I thought the Trossard substitution was really good. So I think Trossard was our worst attacker. I think he was, aside from Tomiyasu, I think Trossard was probably our worst player on the pitch. Moving forward, he was our worst. Didn't really generate much on that left side, but I also think, like I said earlier, Spurs were kind of locking down that left side. But aside from Tomiyasu, he was our worst player. So I wasn't surprised to see Martinelli come on and have a run out. I thought that was the correct decision at the time. I thought the QER substitution for Odegaard at the end, when we were just trying to see it out, park the bus and see out the game, was good. I mean, Arteta, I gave him an 8 out of 10 today. I thought copy paste the winning lineup from Chelsea. We come in there with some confidence, and we get the 3 points, which at the end of the day is all we need. And then the last thing, and then I want to pass it over to my guy Connor, because I know this guy's been on YouTube all day long. He wants to talk, he wants to preach the gospel, and he's going to do it here in a second. But I am extremely proud of what I saw today, just seeing the game out. While it wasn't great all over the pitch, everybody chipped in. Everybody did what they needed to do. QER even coming in and parking the bus in the last 7 minutes was the right move. Arteta played that game perfectly under the circumstances. And I was giving the team crap for putting in bad performances, which today I don't think was their best performance. I don't think we got out of second gear. I've said it 3 times. But we showed that we are capable of winning the difficult games even when we are not at our best. And that is a huge step forward for this squad, especially with the difficult April that we've had the last 3 seasons. Like at least this season, I think April Fool's ended a little bit earlier than it did last season. Obviously, we're chasing. We got to depend on Man City to drop points. I don't think they will, but we play like they will every game, and we might just get something done here. So
we'll see. Before we go to Connor, continue to run up the likes, continue to get your questions in, people, as well. Members in particular, if you're a member of the channel, I will start your question. I will get to it. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get to your question as well. So people, don't think I'm ignoring you lot in the chat. But if it is a good non-member question or non-super chat, I will get to it. But obviously, those take priority. And let me get to this from Jordan S, who asked this earlier. He says, Romero should have had a hat-trick. Can we talk about that Kulusevski non-pen? We'll go to you on that, Connor, before we get your thoughts overall on the game. Do you think the Kulusevski should have had a pen? You think the referee made the right decision?
Was that the Trossard one? Because there was one with Gabriel and Partey.
That's the one everybody's losing their mind about. Is the
Trossard one for me wasn't a penalty. I mean, like, listen, people might disagree. I think the Kulu one on Gabriel and Partey looked like more of a penalty because of the more contact. But there was, nowadays, guys, I don't know what you call a penalty in football nowadays. Real talk, I really don't know at this point. But the way it looked, there was no intention from Trossard whatsoever, in my opinion. And the way it looked, Kulusevski was running and just accidentally clipped Trossard's leg. And Trossard couldn't help that because he was trying to catch up with him. So for me, it didn't look like a penalty to me, and it took a while for Kulusevski to fall. And listen, I think the thing that really stems from this is that Tottenham were clinching on these things because they didn't create anything today. They really didn't. When the only opportunities they could have was relying on was from fouls. And I've preached this enough, and Tottenham fans have agreed with me when I've done a match action earlier. They lacked creativity today. The only person that really tried today, and he wasn't even that good, was Kulusevski. Son was missing, bar the penalty. If the penalty wasn't happening in that game, Son would have had an absolute stinker. Werner was awful when he was on the pitch. When Brennan Johnson came on, all he done was really run. Like, didn't offer anything apart from pace. Maddison was off today. Kulusevski was the only one really trying. For me, it didn't look like that penalty incident was a pen. For me personally, I don't know if that's Arsenal bias, but people can think different. I'm not too sure. But at the end of the day, Spurs had the ball more, had more shots in total, whether they were off or on target. They had their opportunities and they didn't take them. And that's football. If you don't have your opportunities, you can't go back and keep blaming referees when you were the more side that had more of the ball, that had more chances. We just took our chances correct at the end of the day. You know, we had our opportunities and we countered and we flawed their errors. I praised the team today. David Raya did let me down. He did with that goal, with that sort of goal kick. He was the only one that probably let me down the whole team today. Listen, Declan Rice, I wasn't that. Listen, in the moment I was stressing because 3-2, and I'm like, this would be so Arsenal to throw it away 3-3 when you're 3-0 up. But at the end of the day, a penalty's a penalty, and the way he kicked him was a bit odd, but it is what it is. But listen, we move, and Arsenal took their opportunities today, and Tottenham didn't. And it is what it is. It's football. When you don't take your opportunities, you don't win games. As simple as that. Like, we were doing the watch song with myself, TJ, and Jacob. I was watching Spurs, and every time they had the ball, there was no sense of urgency of wanting to go ahead and taking the shot on goal or progressing forward. It was always pass back, let's play it safe. And that played out of their hands today. And listen, at the end of the day, Arsenal took their opportunities. We won the game, and we move on to the next one. But there was a load of players that stood out for me today. Havertz was one of them. Wow, that assist. Really, I threw this question out, actually, earlier to a lot of people. I was like, obviously, one of the main targets for Arsenal this window is going to be a striker. And I think it should still be a striker. Because although people can come back and say, well, about Havertz's goal contributions and all this up front, and it's true. It's very much true. But when you look at the games against the Aston Villas, the Newcastles, even the Bayerns, when you need that goal, Havertz isn't there. And that's not his fault because he's not the only one. There's other people in the team who could score a goal and they're not there. We need that striker still. So I don't know how we're going to facilitate him next season because I don't think he works in the 8. I think he just doesn't work there whatsoever. Whether we change formation, I don't know. It's up to the manager. But we still do need a striker, in my opinion. But Havertz is proven me wrong massively. And you can see the people that from Chelsea who didn't want him to leave are now seeing what the others that wanted him to leave are saying. You know, what he can do for this Arsenal team. So big props to him. Saka had a great game today. Cooked Ben Davies. I don't know what anyone tells me. He cooked him. Absolutely cooked him. The midfield was fantastic. I thought Odegaard was a little bit lackluster today. I don't think he had enough opportunities to really get on the front foot. But he had his moments. And overall, it was just an overall dominating performance. I mean, we can't write off. We scored 3 goals in half an hour. Like, come on now. At their ground as well. I can't remember the last time we've done that. You know, so they were there for the taking. And unfortunately, Arsenal let it slip a little bit. But we moved, man. And at the end of the day, Flores, a win's a win. I don't care how we get it. It's 3 points. 3 points closer to possibly winning a title. And yeah, we got. This is how I see it. All I want Arsenal as a club, as the players do, is just look at our games and just win them. Don't worry about City. If City drop points, they drop points. That's we can't help that. Now we've done our bit. We won and then we drew.
Let me ask you, Connor. Do you think City drop points?
I think people are like sort of scraping it when it comes to Fulham and Wolves and West Ham. I mean, Wolves have done it in the past. They have grabbed points off City in the past. We have seen it. And I do like Gary O'Neill a little bit. Not because he's got my last name.
Talk about it, Connor, man.
Yeah, listen, I do like.
I see it when I see the hope, fam. I like it.
there's always going to be.
Yo,
good,
no,
man.
don't let him do this
It's
to
the
you.
hope that kills
Don't let
the
him do
Flawless.
what, man? He said he
Flawless,
likes
Flawless.
wolves. He likes
You're trying to get him to drink the Kool-Aid, Flawless.
I'm not, man.
Flawless, you
I'm
and
just
I
saying.
have
I
been
see the
doing this
hope.
long enough. I know what you're doing.
Listen, this is the thing, right? I personally, with the way their form's looking, I don't see it. I don't. But it's the Premier League, Lawrence. You never know. I do like Wolves.
Facts. You
but
never
they've
know,
got
man. It's the
injury.
Premier League. Anybody can
Yeah,
beat anybody. You
exactly,
right? Facts,
exactly.
facts.
Wolves have their
Facts.
injuries though. That's the thing. And Fulham,
That
I
is
don't
true.
rate this season. The only team is probably Tottenham. And this is the funny thing: Tottenham have top 4 on their mind, but also handing Arsenal a title if they go ahead and beat City. But the other thing we've got to look at is, and I'm looking at Arsenal as this perspective, and people can laugh. We've still got to play you, Flawless, and I'm still nervous for that. I don't care how
you're
bad
right.
you've
You're
been
smart.
this
You
season.
should be. Nah, you should
I
be
don't care
nervous for
how
that.
bad
You're right.
you've been this season.
I get
You're
that.
still Manchester United.
Yeah.
We haven't won your ground since 2020.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of football still to be played. Do I think City can drop points? I've got to be honest, no. But I'm hopeful that they can. But I'm more focused on my team. All I want my team is to win these next 3 games, and I won't be happy if we go trophyless again. But I'll at least say we fought till the end. We had moments where we could have beaten them. Aston Villa for one, we would have been on top still. But it's football. You can't do much about it. But just show some fight, and we move. We move.
First. And Lee, big up to Lee Slims in the chat. I ain't doing nothing. I just merely asked him the question to see his thoughts, because me and Connor haven't spoken.
The stars are aligning,
in a
Flawless.
while, and the stars are aligning. Hey, even Tony said the stars are aligning. I'm not aligning no more. Even he said on the last show he was done with that. He was like, "Yo, shut up, Flawless." I'm like, "How are you telling me to shut up for something you said?" That's the craziest part. You said this, and you told me shut up. I don't want to hear about it for something you said. Big up Surfer in the cut as well. Surfer, what are you saying? 2 teams you can't stand, but yeah, Arsenal Spurs. Thoughts on the game if you did indeed watch? I'm not sure if you did.
Well, relying on Spurs is like asking me to go to the gym 5 times a week. Do you know what I mean? It's just not happening. So, listen, I hope Spurs are happy. They got the Spurs back, so it's all good. Can't defend. Had no ideas today. Listen, I didn't think Spurs were even going to score until Raya gave them the ball. I thought Spurs were. I know they hit the post and something like that, but I thought Spurs were just. I thought they were toothless, really. I've got to tell you right now. I thought they had loads of counter attacks, but then didn't counter, which I found very weird in that game. They sort of slowed down their attack.
Yeah, they stopped.
Madison was not effective. Son was a passenger, although he missed a golden chance in the first half. I will say that. I did expect him to bury that. It was like a pro clubs pass, and he just hooped it over. But it's like, I mean, how can you seriously, Ange, go into this game and put Ben Davies at left back? Ben Davies is a passable left centre back at the moment. He's not a left back. I don't understand this. They got no one else that can play left back apart from Ben Davies.
Not that I can think of. I think he's there.
That's mad. He's been there 10 years and he's still their backup left back.
Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
I think Reguilon would have done a better job than Davies today. I'll be honest with you.
100%.
I think he would.
100%.
I don't know where Spurs. I thought Arsenal played very well. They played within themselves. I think Arsenal and Arteta was surprised, really, that Spurs didn't really do much.
They were expecting the onslaught.
I think the pace of Spurs today was so slow in attacking. I think that's what really surprised everyone. It was very slow, very methodical.
And for a team with fast wingers as well, and like Son as well, it's surprising.
Yeah, I mean, Timo Werner. I mean,
yeah, he's rubbish.
How did he even get injured? He didn't overexert himself. I don't even know how he got injured to begin with. That's my problem. Arsenal took advantage and they played better. They took. I didn't actually. Let me rephrase it. I don't even think this. I've seen Arsenal play far better than today. And this is the problem for Spurs. I didn't think Arsenal even in the second half. But we had loads of possession, but you didn't do anything till Raya gave you the ball. And okay, you got a penalty, but even then, I expected the last because it was about 10 minutes after the game, including injury time. They didn't even really bombard them with any chances.
Right.
David Raya's not coming out man of the match today, is he? Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And Vicario's so weak at corners. I don't know why people are
100%. Yeah.
And at set pieces, he is so weak. I mean, everyone's going, "Oh, look what Ben White did." Ben White barely touched him. Do you know what I mean? He barely touched him, and it's like like that. But you know, they roll on.
That's what I mean. They'll cling on to anything. So they'll cling on to anything because they lost. They should have. They had their opportunities. They had more shots than us. They just didn't take them.
Yeah, but it's like, but even that, you could have gone 4-0 up and early in the first half with Saka's chance.
Yeah.
I don't even blame Vicario for that, to be honest with you, because it's literally a blueprint that has been drawn up by the ops all season long. Back into Vicario, frustrate him, and move into the far post, cram the box, stuff the box, and score. Literally, this is not new. We saw Everton do this earlier in the season against Vicario and just frustrate him. And he's done. Why is nobody on the back line? Why is nobody on Spurs marking Ben White and trying to get him out of the way? Why are they not trying to free up Vicario to do something? And this is why I don't blame Spurs fans for wanting to fire their set piece coach, because it's embarrassing. If me, an uneducated American Yank who doesn't know ball, can see it, then how does the Tottenham Hotspur corner specialist not see it? It's absolutely insane. I don't blame Vicario for that. Big up Truth. I don't blame Vicario for that.
Hey, Troops,
at
sure,
all.
mate. You go on, carry on.
Also,
because the defensive corner is not even a corner coach, from what I only found out today, by the way, which is really weird. But
that's the problem. I think though that Jez will probably speak on more of this because I've seen him in the group chat. Big questions got to be asked of Maddison. He's been back a while from injury.
Talk about Maddison.
He's been back like 3.5 months.
If I talk about him, I would get called a monkey. That's all I have to say, man.
Jesus Christ!
That's why
you read. That's why you read.
Somebody in our fan base called me a monkey for saying that Maddison's been playing like shit and Yabi going after Bissouma all this time, bro. So Bissouma gets all that. That's why you know what? Even though I'm not even pissed at this loss because I literally called it. I literally called everything, every issue that we had this season happened literally in the first half. We can't defend set pieces.
You called this down to a T. Actually, you called this game down to an absolute T.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not like
another Spurs game as well. There was the previous Spurs game.
Literally, like, see, the first half is literally every first Spurs game. So it's not even surprising that we lost this game, in my opinion. But like I said, this was for me. This game is more about going down to individuals, in my opinion. Like I said, man, who was the guy who gave the ball away for the second goal? Trying to flop for a penalty. Gave the ball away, and then Arsenal 2-3 passes, and then they're through. And you know that we don't have the fastest fullback on the left hand side. Obviously, ball goes over the top from Havertz to Saka, and Saka does Ben Davies, and then Saka scores. But I expect that to happen when you go in this situation. But why are you giving the ball away? But then again, I keep talking about these issues. Literally, what I said. How many times do I see? I'm tired of literally talking about it because I literally talked about it multiple times already. I don't know. And I've said this already at this stage of the season, and I say it to every other Premier League team. You are what you are by game week. Midway through the season, you are what you are as a team, in my opinion. So this is just what we're going to be for the rest of the season, and this wasn't going to change. And like I said, I'm not surprised, but this game is more about individuals. Like I said, I was going to talk more about the Maddison things because, like I said, like I literally mentioned, somebody called me a monkey for calling out Maddison being dog shit all 2024. I think number 10 from Burnley has been better than number 10. No, actually, no, fuck that. Every number 10, every club has been better than Maddison in 2024. The only game that I think he's been actually good at was the Villa game, but we smoked them 4-0. So everybody was playing well in that game. Yeah, like I said, well, I'm the one that says, like, for me, like I said, Bissouma gets, and don't get twisted, I think Bissouma hasn't been great either in 2024, But people find it easy to go after Bissouma. But with Madison, it's like, ooh, you gotta give it a bit more time. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And I'm like,
I hear you, Eddie.
Werner's literally outperforming you. But Werner's been better than him in 2024.
Hey,
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Johnson.
Madison quick stream or no?
Hey, welcome, man. Welcome. Everybody's welcome to that one.
I'm here with the Madison cooking stream.
Welcome. Now, Werner's been better than him. Son has been better than him, obviously, in 2024. Johnson's been better than him in 2024. Like, literally, all our attackers. Maybe Kulusevski's been maybe as bad as him. But outside of that, I think every attacker has been better than him, and every midfielder at the football club has been better than him. But nobody wants to talk about it. Like, you see with everybody's football club, even when your team plays like dog shit, you see somebody's players comp, at least on the timeline. Like, I see an Enzo comp, or a Caicedo comp, or I see a Havertz comp when he doesn't play well, or I see a Rashford comp after a game, even if it's from 2019. Nobody makes a Madison comp. Nobody makes a Madison comp because why? This just shows you how bad he's been, in my opinion. And again, if you look at these players. Yeah, I don't think the team is necessarily as talented, but this is where I expect the better players to step up when they have to step up. And now I'm seeing on my timeline people trying to question the captaincy of Son and that. Our vice captain is literally Madison, and when he got hooked in the 64th minute, like I said, when people choose and pick who they want to go for their own agendas, people can call out and say, I got an agenda against Madison. Now I'm just calling it out for what it is, man. I think he's been dog shit. And obviously people say, then why don't you want to swap this guy? I literally tell people, I want us to go and sign somebody that can at least compete with him. Because I don't know what Lo Celso did to Ange. Maybe dude must have slept with his missus or something, or he must have disrespected him. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did with Ange, but for whatever reason, he can't play more than 10 minutes now. But like I said, man, just actually go and watch the last couple of I think even if you go and look at that, Madison's getting hooked in like the last games for a good 15 minutes. So he's not even staying on for the 90 minutes on the games. But like I said, I'm the one with the agendas, though. I'm the one with the agendas, and I'm the idiot, and all the things, man, that I say about this guy.
No, I think you're one of the realest Spurs fans out there, Jez. And look, you called what was going to happen. I think that anybody that called anything other than an Arsenal win was kidding themselves, especially with the form that your midfield has been in. Like, sorry, I'm not coming in here. I predicted a 4-1.
This, by the way, this is where I go. And people will say, I'm trying to defend the manager, bro. I saw that lineup, and I literally quote tweeted congratulations Arsenal and shit.
Yeah,
like,
well,
exactly. That midfield.
Is there any midfield that you would have fielded that you think would have resulted in a different result? Because I just think that James Madison, he's dead. Basuma's not on good form.
I don't think playing a different midfield necessarily would have gotten a different result. I'm looking more so about reactions. Reactions. Like I said this already. I don't want to see Madison in the starting 11 against Chelsea. I don't want to see him in the starting 11 against Liverpool. I don't want to see him in the starting 11. Bench him to the end of the season. Bench Bissouma to the end of the season. Sarr can stay because I think he's been actually the only midfielder out of them three who's actually playing to a certain level, in my opinion. But I said already, bench these two. Because I think they're getting away with it way too much. Even if you want to throw in an academy kid, I don't really care what you do. Because again, the season is technically over. Villa's probably going to get the fourth place. The other teams behind us don't want to pick up points either. So it's not like we're going to miss out of European football, I guess. So for me, it's like you have to start sending messages because it's kind of unacceptable the way they've been getting away with it all season and they don't want to perform. And don't get twisted, like, I think, man, like, if I talk about this manager issue, it feels like I'm going to talk about it like 10 times in like the last 2 weeks about the whole manager thing. I literally talked about it multiple times. I talked about it on the United Chelsea Spurs show. By the way, are we doing it tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. We'll do it Thursday. I was going to shout you, man, anyway, because you might play Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
I probably will be talking about it again. I literally have screenshots on screenshots, literally, because I spoke about it so often now that I had to take screenshots. So every time somebody asked me about Ange, I just send them screenshots and then read through it because I can't be asked to go and read through it. and speak through it again because it's gonna be a long dialogue and people are gonna ask me questions and all that. But to keep it simple, I think, and this is a hot take, I don't think this team can go any longer with Madison and Bissouma in midfield. I think they're fine staying in the team, but as
With who in the midfield? Sorry, who did you say? Basuma and who?
Madison, I
Okay,
think
so you
both
don't
the
think they'll do that?
profiles.
Okay.
I
Go
think
on,
my
carry
issue
on.
with them is the profiles. One,
Okay.
Bissouma is just not a number 6 in my opinion.
Would you play Lo Celso, Jez? Would you play Lo Celso?
It's not even that I want to keep Lo Celso. Like I'm talking about when we get to the summer. Obviously, for the rest of the season, you're kind of forced to do what you have to do with what you have. So of course, I would personally play Lo Celso for the rest of the season, just because I don't really have anything to play for the season anymore. But when it comes to the summer, if I were there and trying to reconstruct the midfield, I'm looking for a number 8 who is more comfortable playing in the 8 role, but it's also a bit more calmer. Because I feel like, and I've been talking about Madison, how he has Bruno tendencies. When things don't go his way, he loves to just be really chaotic and just really wants to be too much of the main guy. Hollywood passes, trying to force it too much, dribbling. Now, before we go, obviously, before I lose all of my thoughts.
Yeah,
So I feel like the issue with him is that he's just too much of a final third player. I can't trust him in the middle third. I can't trust him when we have to play in the lower thirds. Like, ironically, and I talked about it in the summer, McAllister would have actually fitted that role a bit better because he's not only fine in the final third, even if he's not better than Madison in the final third, but he's good to a good level in the final third. But what the main difference is, in my opinion, where in the middle third, I feel like McAllister is much more superior than Madison, and also in the first phase. And I feel like the fact that the number 6 from us cannot really pick up the ball from the centre box or anything like that, I feel like this is where McAllister would help. And then we need a number 6 because Basuma's awareness is awful. That you can clearly tell this guy as a lone 6. For me, you can't continue that. So for me personally, Madison would not be dropped. Like for me, that's just a fantasy that I would like to see. But this will not happen. So what we need to do is, in my opinion, is trying to find somebody who actually can compete with him. So when this guy is doing what he's doing, you can actually just bench him comfortably, and you don't have this issue where, for whatever reason, he doesn't want to play Lo Celso. And with Bissouma, he just probably has to get benched, in my opinion, because you just have to go and get a number 6, somebody that can actually go and read the game perfectly. Like, remember the City game? I think we did a watch along, the City away game, when I was fuming with Bissouma when he tried to do like a touch, and then City scored the goal. And the issue is he does that too many times. Like he's trying to play football. And this is the issue. Like, you have Madison and Bissouma there trying to do too much. And I'm like, we playing this high line, and it's like you're making it harder for the centre backs and the full backs and everything. And it's like, and obviously there's other positions that we have of course have to improve. I think personally both wingers, you need to kind of look at definitely the left winger. The left winger needs to get sorted. And then obviously the fact we don't have a strike. Just say there's still a lot where I think you can improve on in this team. Yeah, yes, but that's probably also a good thing as well that we have a lot of things. And I think I talked about it. I think in November. Since November, I've been talking about how okay, these guys are injured. Let me see how these guys come back, and let's see how this team then. And when everybody's fit, let's see how this team perform. Can you guys come back to this form that you guys were performing at the start of the season? And clearly, they have not been performing that. So I've been analyzing, I've been watching the games, and I'm saying where I think tactically, there's certain things where other teams had found out against us, how to deal with us. But I think also these players necessarily are for what we think they are. So for me, I don't look at it as a form thing. Me personally. Some people can say
skill overall. Skill.
I look at it as skill. Because when I see other number 10s for worse teams perform better than you, or if I see other number 6s or other wingers or attackers, like for me, the only consistent guys that I think have been great for us in 2024 has been Romero, Van der Ven, and Vicario. I don't think actually no, I tell a lie. I think Paul and Udogie when he's actually been fit, I think those 4 or 5 guys I think been consistently actually playing to a level where I can say, you know what, you have not been the same since before the Chelsea game, but you also have not dropped down to the levels much lower, like some of the other youth thing. I think Sar's in that role where I feel like he's suffering of the fact that Maddison and Bissouma don't play, because the midfield three, you need everybody to have a certain level of performance. But I think, but out of those three, for me, Sar easily is the only one that I look at and say you need to be starting every game. Those two, if they get dropped, I wouldn't even care right now. And then it's the front three. But like I said, there's so many issues that I have with the team, and I've been talking about it for like the last few months though. That's why I say, like, I literally have to take screenshots because I don't want to go on and talk about it and steal people's time with the talking, because obviously some other people may want to hear talk as well. But
no, listen to you.
I mean, if you don't mind me.
I know you just said that I just remember you vividly saying you weren't going to do one of your monologues this season, and you're doing it right now.
No.
I'm here for it.
My monologues last season, when I was listening, my monologues are the monologues when I actually start getting disrespectful. I actually been quite well, to be fair with it. So,
you've got 2 away games coming up, right?
Oh, Liverpool and Chelsea. Yeah.
1 win away in 2024. That was at Villa. That's what it was.
Happy?
In 2024.
Who are you talking about?
Top Spurs. Yeah, one win away in 2024. It was at Villa.
Oh.
The last one before that was December. So your away record.
I don't really pay attention to that, but it's crazy. It's crazy because we don't. Because the funny thing is, I don't think we have that many losses. I don't want to include it. I don't think we win in the Chelsea. And somebody tried to say a couple of days ago, I was trying to gaslight and say, Jess is gaslighting shit. No, I don't think we're getting the result at Chelsea.
Not destroyed them.
Somehow we're gonna get a result against Liverpool. I don't know. I have just a feeling. That's just a feeling.
Yeah, do you
Chelsea,
know what? Do you know what, Jez? You're right, because that place at Anfield now is literally there's a museum now. It's literally a museum that's closing down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's. That's what. That place is like literally. They're literally looking at their clocks, looking at their watches, counting down the time for Jurgen Klopp. I'm surprised they didn't do like. Remember when Highbury was going to be closed and the countdown clock for the last game? And, I'm surprised when Klopp didn't announce that they didn't have some type of that. I mean, that I agree. I think you might get at least a draw.
This is just a feeling, by the way, because there's no logic really behind it. But I have a feeling that we get a result. See, it would be just like us to not get a result against Chelsea, but then get a result against Liverpool, because we did that a couple of seasons before where we don't win, but we get maybe a draw or something. And and then after that game, I think we play Burnley and then we play City. I said this already. If it's 0-2 at halftime at the City game, I'm starting booing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm booing if it's halftime 0-0 at the City game. Obviously, these guys, they will try to win the game, but I'm just trying to say, like,
of course
shame. Out of shame.
Yeah. For anybody who's like, Spurs, professional players.
They will play. They will play. Like I've seen people group chats that I'm in, Arsenal fans saying, these guys will bend over for City. No, I don't think we will bend. I think City will just generally just beat. Like I think City will beat us.
Yeah,
but it's not going to be a thing.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's right. Because they will just beat us because it's better. But I don't think they will beat us because we will literally give them the win.
Don't look at that highline like a buff.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like we're not gonna go out there and try to not play, which is hilarious. Because again, this is the one time I actually go like, go ahead and do it. Actually, push that line. I'm like, push that line a bit higher than
from a fan perspective. I fully get it.
You know what I'm saying? Push that higher than Lions.
Man. It happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Spurs almost gave Arsenal the title in '99 when they played us. Like people forget these type of things. Like players are not going to go out there. You wasn't, but players are not going to go out there and like not try and be like, all right, we are going to lose on purpose. Just naturally, their instincts are going to kick in and try to win. I think City will beat you because they just better. That's what it is.
And also, I think I've seen people trying to bring up the thing of the record. Obviously, they beat us this season in the cup at home. but it was also close. But then arguments is like, all right, but the game was still close, and they won it only very late on a not fugazi goal, but a kind of questionable goal. But I think this time around, it's the first time I think we played City when it actually matters for City now. Like when they actually have to step it up. I don't think we played them in the stadium when it didn't. Most of the time we always play them like January, February times, but now I think City getting the job done at Old Trafford. So if Arsenal fans hope for us to get a result, I don't think so. Like probably more chance that Fulham get a result. I'll be honest.
That's what I've
Let's
been
big up to
saying.
Rooney. No, wait. Yeah, go on,
sorry,
TJ.
go.
I'll get to this afterwards. That's cool. Go on.
No. That was the one thing I was saying though, is that Fulham at home have been very, very good against top 6 teams. Not big 6 teams, top 6 teams. So the teams that traditionally are good away struggle at Fulham. We struggled at Fulham, obviously. So I think Arsenal fans are depending on Spurs and Fulham to do a job. If it doesn't happen there, it's not going to happen. So thank you. By the way, thank you, Jez. Thank you, Jez, for not saying that.
There's hope. But go on.
There is hope. There is hope, but we also have to not step on our own dicks.
Wait. What? Say no. Say what? No. Like wait. What did I didn't say? No.
Thank you for number one. Thank you for not immediately calling out that Kulu penalty. And number two, thank you for having pride. Because there were a couple of Spurs fans that we were on the terrace with earlier, me and Connor go and watch that were saying, no, we want Spurs to lose.
No. Like,
we don't have to see Arsenal win the title.
See, now for me, it's obviously it would be super hilarious if we actually obviously, do I hope City beat us? Partly yes, because I don't want to see Arsenal win it, but I'm not gonna go out there and put it out there and say, go on City, win this game against us, like because. I think part of me I would even hate it if they do it because again it's like at least end the season with pride because it's currently as of right now it's unlikely that we're going to beat Chelsea. Even though I think we're getting the result maybe even if it's a draw against Liverpool is still favourites for the game so we might lose that. So what you lose 3 on the bounce, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and then you play Burnley. Burnley still have to fight relegation so. Who knows what they can do? So at this stage, it's like I'm talking about at this point, fight for pride, and this is probably why I'm so disappointed with the better players in the team because you guys are going out for the season like we're probably gonna get Europe, but the way these guys are going out is my biggest issue, and I think people talk about having all the abilities all good, but if you don't have it up there mentally. For me, this is what I question you as a footballer as well. That's why I'm so harsh on Bissouma. That's why I'm so harsh on the Madisons. Son, the only reason why I don't go after Son is because Son is actually carrying the attack. Son's actually putting up at least the number where I can look at and say, you know what, you go out there and make sure we win. We have won actually some of these matches this season. And then I see some of the younger guys stepping up who haven't been longer than these guys at the football club. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying. So, for me, don't go to the City game and just trying to bend over just because you don't want to see Arsenal win the title. I think that's a bit unprofessional. I can't even lie. I can't lie.
Yeah, and they won't, man. Like
they won't. But your fan base are good with it, though.
No,
the fan base.
Of course, yeah, that's the thing. The fan base will be. And by the way, about the penalty shot, I couldn't give a fuck to be honest. I don't know why Kulusevski just didn't shoot. See, that's the thing. For all the people in the chat, they always say, just the moment your team gets fucked over, you require our penalties decision. I'm more worried about the fact that Madison gave the ball away like a fucking idiot, and Arsenal needed to pass the ball 3 times through our midfield just to get the second goal. I don't care about the penalty. How about you go and step up, bro? Like, people. This is the interesting thing about it. Like, we can debate about these decisions. Do I think this Van der Ven offside goal looked a bit spooky? Was maybe onside? No, I don't know. I can't tell because the cameras are awful.
Yeah,
thank God
it was awful.
It was awful. That's what I couldn't even tell. That's why thank God the semi-automated offside rule is coming next season, so we can actually see a graphic and tell us if there really was offside.
See big semis next season. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, are they changing it? Are they doing the Champions League?
Yeah, they're bringing the Champions League. The Champions League one.
Yeah. Why don't we just have it so it's just eye level, side on? Like it's really not.
Because we think logically we're big and bad.
It's weird that we're the most watched league in the world, but we're behind on technology.
I only just found out a couple of days ago actually that La Liga doesn't have goal line technology, which is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Saying they
Like,
can't
they got them 8K cameras. They got them in. They have them on field traffic. It's crazy. But now going back to the decisions though. Yes, we can talk about the decisions, but that doesn't excuse the fact how they performed in the first half. Second half is kind of like all Arsenal have to do is just defend, to be honest, because the game is technically over. They don't have, like I said, us getting those 2 goals. It made the scoreline just look nicer. I would use. I think that's the better word to use.
It didn't tell the full story.
It doesn't show. Yeah, exactly. We can look at the stats, but my eyes don't lie. A lot of these guys ran good on the pitch there. I think. These guys were, and don't get twisted, I don't think it's not because they weren't good. I don't think it's because these guys were trying. These guys were trying on the pitch, but you have to bounce. Big up Connor. I think it's the first time I've been on stream, by the way.
Make sure you subscribe to Connor's channel. Hey, one of the mods, please drop Connor's channel in the title. Hey, Connor, let them know where they can find you quickly before you go. What you got coming up just over the next week?
Thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it. I'll definitely come back on the more time.
You already know, man. You're more than welcome on the Q&A. Go on,
big up, Connor. I think it's the first time I've been on stream. Big up to you, man.
Yeah, big up to you, Jez, bro. You can find me on CMO Sports on YouTube. Just CMO Sports, and we talk everything football. And it's a good time. So appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, Flawless. Take care.
Every time, Connor, man. Big up, man. You make sure you subscribe to CMO Sports as well. Let me get to these super chats as well. Big up to Rooney 08. Big up to appreciate that. Yeah, man. CMO Sports, go subscribe to that. Big up to Rooney 08 for the super chat. Says Arsenal losing the Premier League to a City team with De Bruyne only playing 14 games. Goes to show how good of a side Manchester City have, that De Bruyne can play only 14 games, and they're still probably going to win the league title as well. Big up to my G Dun C in the chat for the super chats. It's Flawless. How do you feel that your side which lost and your main thing drew this weekend? Big up yourself and the panel. I've done lost feelings for the main thing. However, the side take disappointed me today. I was genuinely disappointed in Spurs' performance today. Genuinely. Like, I was just like, is this the way you man are going out? It's not good. And in regards though, the main thing will do what the side team couldn't and take points off Arsenal. That's what we're gonna do. So it's like, all right, cool. We're gonna do what must be done. You know what I'm saying? The main thing, that's the tweet right there. The main thing gonna do what the side thing can't. That is gonna be that.
That's hilarious. By the way,
I'm gonna tweet that tonight, actually. Maybe tomorrow. Is there
any scenario where Arsenal can win the league at OT?
Yes, I think
they would have to lose twice.
They'd have to lose twice. Because that game is they'd have to lose twice.
Because I was like, you know what? Maybe these United players need a bigger engagement for this game. But if Arsenal come here and win this game, they can win the league title. So, like I said,
we'll be up for that. We'll be up for that solely because of the crowd.
Shouldn't they already be? Shouldn't they already be up for? They're trying to get places in the cup final team. Do you know what I mean? Should they already be up for it?
Yeah. Hey, that sounds all well and good, Surfer, and you are fully right. But we don't do that here. We can't even get a player in red to pass the ball to another player in red.
Let me say this right now. I don't care what if United players are up for it. I don't care if the crowd's hostile. If Arsenal don't go there and beat this shit United team, then that's on Arteta and his players, right? If they don't beat this shit, that United team is there for the take.
Yeah,
if Burnley should have won about 5-1 on Saturday, and they had so many chances. Onana gave away the penalty, but was still like their man of the match. That was the thing. Onana was their man of the match. Arsenal need to go there and just stomp them and just get it over. I don't care what the atmosphere is like anyway. I think, listen, I don't know if the atmosphere will be that good because I think you'll get stomped on by Crystal Palace.
Now the atmosphere will be rocking because it's Arsenal. Like automatically, like
I don't know. I don't know. I think there are more people like Saeed in your fan base.
Nah, but Saeed, once he gets there, is going trust me. Like the Liverpool
I don't think Saeed will go. I think he'll sell his ticket.
Yeah, he's not gonna go. Like the Liverpool game, that's exactly what it'll be like.
Didn't he? I swear he didn't go to the Burnley game.
Yeah, he didn't go today. It'll be a carbon copy of the Liverpool game. would be a
100%
carbon copy
agree.
of that game. In
Bro,
regards,
that would be
Forget the team,
carnage. I can't lie.
the place is going to be rocking because we have outside of the cup final. There's nothing to look forward to. Because I think before the Liverpool game, check our results. We probably got battered. I'm gonna go check that in a second in regards to before that FA Cup game because there's something on it as well in regards to stopping them doing what they needs to be done. Kind of like Liverpool because at that moment, that's before the wheels fell off for Liverpool. That FA Cup game. Remember, Quad was on at that point. So shout out to you know what I'm saying. Do it for Klopp. Shout out to it means more. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I don't look forward to United games. I'm genuinely looking forward to that game.
I mean, it would be. It's not. I mean, the one thing I'll say about United though, like you guys can actually show up to these games. I don't like these are actually what arch rival, and these dudes cannot step up. But United, I don't know what it is like. These dudes will be playing like absolute dog shit. Like who do you guys play after you Arsenal?
I think it's Newcastle, but I check. I think it's Newcastle.
Say like you guys, you guys will go and play an A game versus Arsenal, then play Sheffield United and just drop points. This is Man United's season.
Hey Jez, on a side note, you know what I'm gonna like? You know Liverpool's last home game. You know after it finishes, and Jurgen Klopp walks to the centre of Anfield holding just the League Cup.
Hey, and he's gonna like. He's gonna the one last time, and hey, the fist pump for the one last time. Hey, but yeah, sorry, obviously you went to the super chat.
Big up for the super chat. Yeah, but I appreciate it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Very disappointed in my side thing. However, the main thing will do what the side thing couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Come that day. Because I'm even looking here at fixtures before that. Because like before the 4-3 game, we had beat Everton 2-0, lost away at City 3-1, beat Forest away, and then beat Fulham. Like that's like
it's gonna be right. If you take points at Arsenal, you won't do this. You won't do this, right? But I can see part of your fan base going, hey, you know what? We stopped Arsenal. We've definitely got a chance in this FA Cup final.
Oh, facts. 100%. Facts. Rather than just look at the game for what it is.
But it's a final. It's a 50-50 though.
Please shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not a 50-50. What is it? Let me ask you, Jez. What is in Manchester United's favour going into that game?
Neutral ground. Neutral ground.
How is a neutral ground going into our favour? Explain that one. How is a neutral ground our favour?
Because I feel like you guys can actually play like ass at OT, and
also
like it's not a premier. It's a neutral ground, so there's gonna be 50-50.
Did we watch the same Coventry game at a
I
didn't watch the Coventry game.
Yeah, he's got nothing. He's like, hey, people. Hey, he's got nothing left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
Hey, you know what, Ryan? Ryan, just for that, you can wait 16 more minutes, mate. That's what you can do. What time
you know what? Don't send the link.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, big up the panel. Speaking of 16 out of 10, get your 16 out of 10 tees, people. Get your 16 out of 10 t-shirts. Get your 16 out of 10 tees. Link is in the pinned comment. If you've ordered one already, I've sent them out, so they should be with you Thursday or Friday. We are working tirelessly to try and get the worldwide shipping up and running today, because it is now UK time zone. So hopefully by either 4 p.m. or 10 p.m. UK time, worldwide shipping will be available. We're just trying to sort out the cost, and that is worldwide everywhere. So obviously over in the US, over in Canada, we looked at Africa, looked at Asia, the Caribbean. If I miss somewhere, let me know. Of course, Europe, of course, the Republic of Ireland as well. But yeah, 16 out of 10 tees available. You see them right here, people. 16 out of 10 tees. Get your t-shirts. They're in blue and white. Also in black and white as well, people. And Ryan, who said, fine, he ain't coming on there. Yeah, boo-hoo. Like I said, you can wait 16 minutes. I'll send you the link. You said it at 5 past. I'll send you the link at 21 minutes past. You lot remind me in the chat to send him at 21 minutes
coming
past.
on. What should we do?
I do
want to do. We'll run this clip again. But
can I just say, the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
What's up, brother?
You already know Ibrahim. Yes, we are working 16 to 10 hours a day for the shirts. And yes, Orion Goon, big up to Dow, says, yeah, 16 out of 10 content. You already know. Yes.
I do want to say,
South America, everywhere worldwide, Africa, yes,
Hey.
we've covered everywhere. We were just
Sheila
trying to
Garner,
across.
shout out Ghana, man. I do want to ask everybody in the
Yeah,
chat, because I know this chat is multicultural, man. I need you all to do everybody. This is an assignment from one of the hosts on this channel, man. Go wherever you live, go to your local park, local team, whatever. My Twitter is Hokage Jess. Scout your local football club, your main club, and scout me a number 10 that's better than Madison. I beg. Scout me a. See Galatasaray. You see Galatasaray. You see Galatasaray right there. They've been for whatever reason they've been scouting hella ex-Spurs players. They have Aurier, they have Dombele, they have Sanchez. Did you see that shitty? First and foremost, somebody tell Madison to tell that punk Madison to get that mullet off his mullet off. That shit looks disgusting.
Jess, have you heard of Alex DiBernardo? Do you know who Alex DiBernardo is?
I don't know who it is. I would look him up, and if he looks better than Madison, sign him up.
She's the number 10 for Casey Kern. It's the women's team. My local women's team.
This Madison slander hurts my heart, man. Jess is right. Though. That's not even clapping back. But back to the whole, So all right, so neutral venue, whatever that means. What else?
The sun might be shining.
So we got neutral venue. So we got half of one. Go on.
What's it called? What time is the fun?
I'll tell you now. I actually genuinely don't know. 1 second.
What time is the fun?
3 p.m. UK time.
3 p.m. right there. Yeah. It's gonna be top conditions, man. United is gonna be on the side where the sun isn't showing the most. So United will be on the shadow side. So United will be fine with it. Well, City are gonna have the eye. So like every time when the City player shoots, the sun's gonna be in the eye.
Sun's in the eyes. Go on. What else we got?
Waterlog the pitch.
Stop City and
also the sun not dry up the waterlogged pitch because the sun's being.
Stop City.
No, it's a balance. In the it's gonna be sunny in the entire pitch. In the shadows, they're gonna
where City is gonna be most of the time will be the sun will be in the eyes. But the third point, the main point is refusing to lose back-to-back FA Cup finals to City against the rivals.
Right.
And this time stop the double. Right. Stop the double.
Pride. So pride, and don't lose to them twice to stop the double. Even though last season we played them in the final and we were better, they were better, and we couldn't stop the treble. What got you, man? All right.
Yes, I was saying
I got you. Yeah, man. Good. Yeah, you keep hey fam. You keep trying, man. You keep swinging and missing over there. Flawless. Why do you actually think United get something against Arsenal? Because one thing that this team does is thrive when there's no pressure on them. And there's less pressure on them than there was against the two Liverpool games in particular.
No pressure in the FA Cup final.
There we go. We got one. No pressure in the FA Cup final. You know what I'm saying? Even though City could do a double and beat you back to back. Feel like a championship side. I do. So yeah, that's what it is. Everything leading up to everything in this game, outside of Arsenal's record, is in Arsenal's favor. Absolutely everything. There's nothing outside of their poor record at Old Trafford. Everything else leading into this game is in their favor. And normally when games are like that, they go the way people don't. Bear in mind, a draw is sufficient for us. It's not for them. It's not for them. So that's why I think we'll get something. Plus, and like I mentioned it, and people really underestimate it, the place is going to be jumping. Like it's United, the place will be jumping anyway because it's United Arsenal. These teams could be 10th and 11th respectively. And it's the last game of the season and the place will be rocking because they don't like us and we don't like them. So add in the fact, not only are we still trying to move up the table, they are on for a league. That matters. Same way Liverpool were on for a quad. Also, what at that point when we drew that game, were on for the
City are on for a double.
He played well. City are on for a double at Wembley. But the difference between City and Arsenal and Liverpool is that City are just better, and stylistically, we just don't match up well with them.
That's one-off game.
Right. Yeah, but
One-off.
Yeah, so it's a one-off game. Yeah, you see how Surfer and Jez are doing their best Dal Sim impressions. For those that don't know, turn on Street Fighter or Google Dal Sim, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't know what. Like, I'm just here talking about. I'm just here talking about how bum ass Madison can't fucking keep the ball, and how Tottenham gave Arsenal the win. I just talk football.
Yes.
Have I told lies? Have I told lies to be fair?
No, you haven't told lies.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
You haven't told lies.
Just cannot lie.
One thing to Daz, who says flawless ducking the back again podcast. No, I was on Saeed's channel. That man knew before the result. What result am I ducking? That's what I want to know. Daz Gaming. What result happened? I'm ducking
7-0 against Liverpool. He turned up 7-0.
Yeah.
What result? What result am I?
Football is never the
one draw against Burnley is actually one of our better results in the past 9 games. To be honest, it's one of our better results. It's one of the more positive.
Yeah, he turned up for the 7-0 against Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Now he's stuck in a Burnley 1-1 draw. How does that make any sense?
I think he's trolling though. But big up to you, Daz.
He probably is. Yeah, he probably is. But now, I actually mean it. But there's some people that generally like look like, oh, why are you ducking? Are you gonna duck this show now because your team? Like, bro. For me, football is not that deep to the point where I'm like gonna be like only if I hate a person. Scared. Like when it's content. This is when football gets deep, innit? It's like the weird thing is like some Tottenham told me, oh, why are you defending Rice about this whole girlfriend thing? I'm like, yo, because football is not that deep. Like, why are people going after Rice's girlfriend just because she might be a little bit overweight, but what's the issue? Yeah, I'm saying like if Rice has no issue with it.
People going at what's it called?
His girlfriend.
People going at his girlfriend. Yeah, is outrageous. It's ridiculous. Absolutely.
Well, you know, and those are just no ball pussy losers hanging out in their basement with no gal whatsoever. Yeah. So why? And you're gonna slag off. Get out of here.
Outrageous, man. Like whoever that man chooses to be with is none of your business.
Wait, hasn't she just had a She's just had a kid as well, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm saying kids.
Whoever chooses to be with,
even
man, like,
who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like, let Rice be with whoever he wants to be with. Like, that's nobody's business whatsoever. No one ain't judging who you lot with, because you lot would be up in arms if people did that. Like, nah, but like, let people be who they want to be with. I'm saying out of order, her getting abuse. Like, if I call that, you know what I'm saying, you know who matters in the relationship? Them two. That's who matters. Nobody else.
Like for me, all I care about in football is what you bring to my football club. Bro. I don't care about.
Okay. Let me just kill this stupid logic that a lot of United fans want Arsenal to win the league over City, which is true to an extent. I agree with that. I don't see Old Trafford rocking for that game against Arsenal. Liverpool almost gave us a title in the 90s. What are we talking about? When you lot played, we just fucked up. So let me just go down memory lane for those that don't know. The league that Blackburn Rovers won. Blackburn Rovers pitched up to Anfield and we're playing Liverpool. Manchester United were away at West Ham. Guess what? Do you think, so let me ask everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel, who do you think Liverpool fans wanted to win the league? Blackburn Rovers or Manchester United? And what happened in that?
The added spice was that Blackburn Rovers manager was Kenny Dalglish as well at the time.
Exactly, their legend. But guess what happened? Liverpool actually beat Blackburn Rovers. It's just that we fucked up at West Ham and didn't win the game.
Do you know what? If you actually watch that back, I swear, I think Jamie Redknapp scored a free kick to make it 2-1.
Yes.
There were some Liverpool fans in that crowd who didn't celebrate when they scored that. It wasn't even a loud celebration. It was like, because everyone had like the radios like up. Obviously, it was 94 or 95. So the radios up like trying to listen because Man United.
What's a radio?
TJ, you're not that young, so don't try.
No, I know.
You're trying.
So just to clarify, like I said, for any game, like yes, there is 100%. I'm fully aware there is going to be fans that don't want City. I mean, don't want to win the league. But what are we talking about here, man? Not just be talking rubbish. You don't see Old Trafford rocking that day. You didn't see Arsenal losing a game from now to the end of the season. What happened? This was unstoppable Arsenal team.
But it's coming up right now.
Let me get to his last comment. I'm tired.
I want you to put his last comment up after this.
Oh, he says, I remember Gerrard's back pass for Drogba in 2010. I was so happy.
That's disgusting. That's a disgusting comment right there, right? That is a disgusting comment right there.
I'm saying, well, Dude, you are what everything was wrong with football fans. You disgrace.
Listen, I could want other teams to beat like Arsenal or something like that, but I can't ever get around my head wanting my team to lose a game.
Never. I can't
Do you know
do
what I
it
mean?
either.
I cannot do that. I mean,
I'll be real. The only time when I did it is when I wanted Nuno out, when I wanted Conte. It's the only.
Yeah,
it's the only
I
time.
can't do it. You know why? Because I know that
Professional
if a manager or a team is not good enough, I know they're gonna lose regardless, whether I want it or not.
You can
That's a good point.
You can go, we'll win 1-0, but it's the worst football ever. Like that. It's like a scrappy one. It's like an own goal. We only won by own goal. We were so shit. We had no shots on target. We won 1-0 with an own goal.
I would rather watch the most dead football, most dead game win 1-0 and win the title than watch pretty football and get third or second.
Yes.
See, well,
I want to make sure that's
the crazy is,
clear.
some people would pick the other option, TJ. That's the crazy part. Some fans would legit pick the other option.
What was that? I wasn't listening. What was the other option?
No. I said I would rather watch my team play awful football and win 1-0 than play pretty football and.
I agree with that. Just to say, people get the perception that I hate Conte because of his football, which is not necessarily true. He was just a dickhead as a personality. That was my biggest issue with him, and the fact that he wanted to literally beef every single footballer in the football club.
Man. Very respectful man.
Yeah, I was saying, but I agree with the notion. Like for me, I'm more about like whatever you want to do, whatever coach wants to do it in their own style. I don't really matter. For me, it doesn't matter. For me, it's about can you go and get the job done. This is the will thing that I want my manager to do. So if you think you want to do it by being a bit more pragmatic and be defensive, that's cool for me. But if you want to be more possession-wise and do it this way, that's cool for me either. For me, it's about getting the result.
Do you know what Ryan doesn't get with his last comment? You didn't have to lose to Chelsea. You could have drawn because we only won the title by 1 point. You do know that, right? You don't realise we only won it by 1 point on the last day.
Let me get to this. Big up to Don C as well. Says away at United is always difficult for me. My rival is United in form, and the Premier League position mean nothing, and that's what it is. Don C. Let's flip this. If United were playing City at home, the place would be rocking. It's same scenario. So let's say Arsenal were in City's position and City were in Arsenal's position, and they was coming to Old Trafford. Same way if it was Liverpool. Same way if it's any up. That's a big game. That place is going to be rocking regardless. You know why? Because it's Manchester United versus Arsenal. Forget, like Don C said here, forget league position. Forget what's on the line. That's just added. At the end of the day, this is two teams who don't like each other. This rivalry's been going on longer than Ryan's been alive. What are we talking about here? These men were having full-on bust-ups in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Fighting in the tunnels long before Fergie and Wenger. Well, before Wenger anyway, but not so much Fergie. Like these two don't like each other.
Ryan, I literally just said that, right? No, I don't know. I literally just said that.
Yeah, you just got to ignore it. You got 2 minutes left, and
just like this station. You're replying to Ryan, man. This is right there. This is the mistake right there. That's the mistake right there.
And to so yeah, exactly, don't see, and that's why I think. That's not my bias. I think that I think Arsenal, I think it'll be a draw. If I was being biased, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to run through them. Does that mean we play well? No, it will go the same way to me. The Liverpool FA Cup game win. And their poor record does stand for that because they don't have a good record at OT now. But should they win the game? Absolutely, they should win the game. Everything is in their favor apart from history. Every single thing is in their favor. But we'll see. We'll be there. And that, you know what the craziest part is? Even if they win the game, I don't think Arsenal win the league. I think City win all their games anyway. Yeah. I think they win all their games regardless. But shout out to Troops because he said if Arsenal beat Spurs, they'll win the league. So you know what? Big up to Troops.
Yeah, he got caught out. Wait
a minute. When did he say that?
He said that the last back again, not the back again tonight. The one before.
Oh my guy needs to do something. My guy needs to do some math.
They replayed it tonight.
What did he respond when they replayed?
No, I think they were trying to pressure him to say, "You're going to win the league now." And I don't think he was forthcoming with, "Oh, I don't know, City." And then they played the clip to go like what you said. No, we beat Spurs. We're definitely going to win the league like that. They couldn't back out.
Oregon Goon. No, we were not. We will not roll over to give City.
I was going to say, I don't think
City would just beat us because they're better than us. As simple as.
Just to clarify, I don't think any professional Premier League team goes out there and says, all right, we are going to lose this game. I don't think that happens. No, I don't think they set up. The manager goes in and goes, you know what we're doing today, lads? Because they're our rivals. You know what I'm saying? If we beat these lot, our rivals win the league, we are going to lose the game. No, I don't see that happening. No. It might be in the back of the minds of a couple of the players, but I don't think as a group they go out there.
As a group, and it's the manager as well, like, because then manager's just going to make substitutions, says, yo, this is not acceptable. Like, and what's it called? Literally, actually, this is ironic because I think 4 weeks ago, actually in a Spurs group chat, and people were mad at after a game that we won, I think, saying that do you care about the title race? And he said no. Spurs fans were mad about it. I was like, why are you guys mad about it? The guy just wants to win football matches, even if you don't win the football matches, and there's nothing wrong about it. Like you said, like, he's just doing, and there should be the right mindset anyways. You go and try and win football matches. Even if it doesn't go your way. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man.
Big up to Eli. So as much as I would love to disagree with you, Flawless, I can't, because you're a smart individual. That's why. You see what's happening. Like, even though Eli, I'm guessing you'll predict Arsenal to win the game, you're not going to be like, we just going to roll over and beat them 3-4-0 because do the Ryan thing and what Liverpool fans was talking about. Or we're just going to pitch up to Old Trafford and beat you lot 3-4. When does that happen? Take Ollie out of it because he's the worst manager we've ever seen in the Premier League. It's going to be a competitive match regardless.
I don't know. Frank Lampard managed in this league.
Yeah, there's a couple contenders for that.
Yeah.
I think your manager, you got now, is worse than Ollie.
Yeah, that's true.
We could talk for hours about that, but I don't think and here's the thing about United too, is that they are going to play Arsenal. They play up to the teams that they're playing up to, and they play down to the teams that are beneath them. That has been United all season. So they will be there for this match. They are not going to roll over for Arsenal either. Like, this is why we were saying during that big break during March in mid-March that these are the two games, Spurs and United. And I thought we are more likely to drop points at United just because Arsenal, I don't know what it is about that big, old, leaky roofed building, but they're scared of it for some reason. So I'm hoping that we can have the mentality to get over that and actually beat you a lot. Because honestly, like, yeah, we're depending on Hope's strategy to get us over the top for the league, but we can't even worry about that. We can't worry about what City are going to do. All we can do is worry about what we're going to do. And if we're worried about what they're doing, if we have one eye over there and one eye over here, you've seen what we do if we're not completely focused, aka see Villa Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I do want to say though, honestly, I don't know how many Tottenham fans have probably done it. I do want to say obviously credit to Arsenal, because I had this debate. Did Ange maybe set up because he wanted to go a bit more defensively again, because considering the midfield that he played today? Me personally, I don't think so. But let's say for argument's sake, he did. The fact that Arteta was willing to just give pretty much concede possession pretty much after like a good half an hour or 35 minutes, I guess. I think he kind of realized, the Spurs attack is not really going to go, and they're not going to trouble our defense. Be confident being able to resist especially after you went up 2-0, I think, where I feel like they just did a good job just keeping like give us the ball, but that's it, like pretty much not letting us get into near goal. And I feel like a lot of our fans. You're going.
Yeah, no. I thought he showed you all a lot of respect. Is what all that was. I mean, we were playing away. We had the lead. It gets to a point, in the 75th, 80th minute where you just need to realize, hey, we just got to lock it down and close up shop, which is why Odegaard got subbed off for Kiwior. This was not as soon as that sub gets made, that we're not carrying the ball forward, and that wasn't where that game was going at that point anyway. So I completely understood.
It's like, obviously for me, it's obviously fuck Arsenal. I hope they don't win the league, but it's like just kind of looking at these type of things, and I feel like I talk about it many times before, where I feel like where I want to see difference from the manager itself. I want to see difference for next season, where it's time where, like, I don't mind the way you want to play football. If you have your way of playing football, that's cool, but next season, these results that we've been having this season, it's not going to run. It's just not. Like, I think there's a lot of our fans who already on the side of the manager where they want to just literally say, fuck the manager, get him out and that. I'm still with the manager, by the way, if anyone asks, because I've seen people say, yo, Jez, are you agile and that? Nah, I'm not agile. But I did say the summer window would be big and important. Because
And
you
that being
can't
said,
tell me.
just sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
Speaking of people none of us are with, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Ryan, what are you saying, man?
Great, Ryan's
good?
here. Awesome.
What's
Hey,
going
put
on?
me down,
Yay.
put me down, man. Put me down,
Yeah,
put me
yeah,
down.
yeah. What's going
I'm
on?
alright,
Yes,
yeah.
Ryan.
There you
What's
are.
going on?
Yeah.
Carry on, Jones. Carry on.
Now, and I was saying, I think the summer window will be just telling in terms of where we really trying to move as a team. Because I said I would rather just take 3 signings from the summer, but those 3 signings can generally actually help the team in terms of the level ratio. But if he comes to me, pretty much what a continent says, oh yeah, this is my guy, and then he signs Werners and the Gallaghers and the Edisons. By the way, not Edison from City, by the way. I'm talking Edison from Atalanta, or he's trying to go to the relegation side. So by the way, Morgan Giswhite is my guy, but we don't even need a Morgan Giswhite. Like him and Madison just gonna be
No
competing.
shooters.
Big up Surfer.
Big up, Surfer.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Surfer.
You say you
Now,
got
remember-
go.
Yeah. He said he's leaving.
Yeah, first.
And now I'm saying like about what shit. Yeah, what I was saying is that I want to see a window where I don't want to hear anything about attitude or he's a good lad to give me a reason why we signed the guy. You know what I'm saying? And I said already, like if he goes and signs with Werner and Gallagher because of these reasons, because we didn't truly like do I think they have good personalities, yes, but they're not gonna help us actually elevate as a football club. So if you go and sign these two, I actually tweeted it out already. I would be the manager out because you're clearly not trying to move us as a club. But like I said, this is things to worry about in the summer. But fair play to Arsenal today and yesterday, yeah. Got the job done. They needed to do what they had to do. We need to go to the drawing board immediately because Chelsea's coming up. And boy, I'm not. I said already I wasn't confident for this Chelsea game, so I'm not really feeling any different now. I'm not feeling any different.
That makes sense. That being said as well, there's a few things I want to get to. I see you in the Mavs colours, flawless. Always repping, man. More Spurs colours because they're also white and blue, but blue my favorite colour anyway, just in general. So, but yeah, salute to you every single time as well. Yes, Don C, the 16 out of 10 t-shirt will be with you. Should be Thursday or Friday. That's to everyone who's ordered already. Eli says I'll be ordering mine tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, I was just patterning worldwide shipping because it's a nightmare because obviously it's much different in regards to UK and it's not just one fee for all worldwide. There's different zones, even like countries in different countries in Europe, it's not the same price and all them type of things. So yeah, it's hella irritating. It really is. And to AW, I know you said this as you left, says it's mostly London-based United fans that don't want Arsenal to win the league. That's what I noticed in regards to a lot of people. It's just from a personal perspective, because even on the Unfiltered podcast when we're talking about it, so he's talking about not wanting City to win the league, and he's like, my brothers are City fans. It's like my father-in-law City fan. Like, whereas for me, it's Arsenal. Like, I know more Arsenal than more City. Bear in mind, people, let me just clarify this. I don't want none of them to win the league. But it is what it is. But we'll see. I'm just thinking from this standpoint, completely selfish. From a complete content creator purpose. Like, fucking imagine Tony with the Premier League. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, you don't want Arsenal to win it?
Yeah. No, of course I don't want Arsenal to win the league.
So you'd rather City do it?
No, I don't.
No. He literally said that. He literally said that.
What do you want to talk about, Ryan? Because you wanted the link. What do you want to talk about before I close out the show?
Come on, I don't see what the problem is with me wanting to.
What do you want to talk about? Is what I'm asking. What do you want to talk about? Floor's yours.
I don't know.
All right, bye.
Thank God,
bye.
bro.
Who is this guy?
Fuck his home, man.
No
like,
time for
shit, this is him and Ahmed are generally just the same persons. Like, you guys are just here to just make the numbers.
Yeah, man, just here, just taking up space in the air and like, all right, bye, man. Anyways, before we close out, run up the likes, hit the subscribe. Man, rush me, That's why I removed him. Man, rush. That's the crazy
That's so
part.
great. No,
rush me. You know
bro, where's the link? Why can't I have the link? And then I don't know.
I don't know. All right, cool. But yeah, run up the likes. Please share across all the socials. Subscribe. Don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well, people. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We will be going live on on the playback. Shout out to the gang Jez. They held it down for the Dallas Mavericks LA Clippers game, which sounds like it was a bad boy game as well. I'm pissed.
Hey, Luka, man, stank out the place, man.
Yeah, I heard he was bad defensively, and that the Clippers were up by 31 points, and then the Mavericks closed it back.
Yeah.
And then
So
obviously
pretty much
the Clippers.
what
So it's
happened. Paul,
Yeah, go on.
so pretty much, yeah, Paul George just went crazy in the first half, had like 26 points, and then up to the fourth quarter, he had only had like 2 points in the second half. So it's like the Mavs was just struggling with Paul George handling, and then the rest obviously getting the points in. But once the scoring streak was off, Mavs was able to come back. Kyrie was going crazy in the second half. Man, if anyone there watching Kyrie in the second half, crazy. But then obviously, then Harden decided to go off in the last 5 minutes, and PG made like a really difficult three. I think really good ending, and I think the series is 2-2 now. 2-2 now, people.
Oh, I can't wait. So that means we at least getting
Getting
a
a
game
6.
Hey, run me a
Yep.
game. Run me a game 7. You know what I'm saying?
I need a game 7 because we're gonna play either of these 1-2 teams. If we need one more.
A game 7 just for the playback scenes, like a late winner. I don't care if it's Luka, I don't care if it's Kyrie, I don't care if it's PG, if it's Harden. This is like I need see when Jamal Murray hit that shot for the Nuggets.
Nuggets,
The scenes, like from a content creator perspective, like that right there was crazy. Yeah. It was nuts. Like
yeah, by the way, Spurs, I've seen it also. You've been encouraging this whole thing. Don't let us get one. This whole thing with the Lakers.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. Don't let us get one.
You're finished in game 5. You're finished.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware that the Lakers is peak.
Don't let us get one. I'm like,
TJ, the guy's not even a Lakers fan. He's not even a Lakers fan. He just went for the buns.
I thought you were a Lakers fan.
No, I'm not a Lakers fan. It's 1 for the bands, and 2, I'm thinking from a content creator purpose. You know what I'm saying? Hey, run me that. Lakers are great for business.
You setting up guys like Fatua. Like, see, I feel sorry, but see, the dickhead in me screenshot the moment that he said, I literally screenshot what he said in the morning because the dickhead in me said, you know what, I'm against it when the Nuggets beat. Like, TJ, I need the Nuggets to do it in 5. I need it so bad.
I said at the beginning, and I said it on this podcast, and I said it on the playback. Look, you Nuggets in 5. It was never a question. So get all the glass bottles away from Fatur. He's not going to be, he needs to. If he's going to smash a bottle again about the Lakers losing, just make sure he focuses on the wind up and he really gives it to the bottle. Because the other one, it was just kind of like I was kind of disappointed on what I saw on Chelsea Fan TV, but it is what it is. We move. All I know is that look, it's the Nugget. I think it's the Nuggets to lose. We look way too strong. I think that our players are coming in at the right time. Joker is just an absolute.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Come on, Joker's it's like you are watching greatness play out right in front of your eyes, and I'm not talking about LeBron James. LeBron. This team isn't even in the playoffs without LeBron. Let's have it right. So yeah, no 3. Easy 5 games for the Nuggets, and we move on to the next season. Yeah, and we move on to the next series. Yeah, and Oregon Goon, big up Dow. I remember in the 90s the Nuggets were dog shit. Yeah, that's why we're riding high right now. This is one of the greatest decades in Denver sports that we have seen in a while. In the last 10 years, the Broncos have won a Super Bowl. The Avalanche won a Stanley Cup. The Nuggets won. The Mammoth have won. Like, we are actually winning titles. DU won 2 NCAA championships in a row. Like, we are flying high right now as Denver sports fans. So let's keep it going, and hopefully we can get 2 in a row for the Nuggets. And the Avs are about to win their series in 5 games too, by the way.
Yeah, I think you go to. I think you do win it again. But yeah, when I was talking about Lakers, just don't let the Lakers get one. I was just saying content creator purposes, and also
no, you got to do it.
You got to gassing up Fats is great because Fats tweeted out and said, "Yeah, Lakers in 7."
I saw that, and I literally just turned over and went back to sleep. I'm like,
that's the idiot, bro.
Lakers in 7, don't at me is hilarious.
That is ridiculous.
The shamelessness, like, yeah, they're probably going home whenever that game 5 is. Let me actually pull it out because we will be continue to do NBA playoff watch-alongs over on the playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, people. We got the Suns Timberwolves tonight, and tomorrow it is the Denver Nuggets LA Lakers game 5 that we were just talking about. Then following that, let's see, sometimes to be decided. If there is a game 5 of the Timberwolves Suns series, that'll be Tuesday night. Let's see what else. Clippers Mavs Wednesday night 3 a.m. That'll be game 5. If there is a game 6, with Lakers Nuggets. That'll be also Wednesday night, but if not, they've got to be decided with those times as well. So we will be there, people. Do not worry about that, man. We will be bringing you all of the playoffs. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority of the playoffs will be over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. So just download the app from your app store. But final few questions, people, before we close out as well. We may be running clubs after this. I'm not updated. Actually, I have updated the live stream schedule. I just need to make it public. But it's been updated already on the playback. So not only you get an NBA playoff watch-alongs, you'll get the Premier League game, Chelsea versus Tottenham. You'll get that game. Also, on top of that, Champions League is back. So we'll be doing Champions League semi-final watch-alongs over on the playback as well. So all your non-Manchester United watch-alongs are over there in regards to football as well. Well, let's see. I don't think we've missed anything. I don't. You say Eli saying City have to draw at least one of their 4 games. We have to win
every single one.
We have to win every game.
I just don't see City dropping points, to be honest. People are looking at Wolves, looking at Fulham. Two teams not playing for anything. Spurs, I think they're just better than Spurs. That's what it is. Oh, yeah. No, Champions League prediction. Yeah, go on, Jez. Go on.
I was going to say, obviously, NBA related. I was a shout out to my head coach, Mark Darkno, won the 2023 NBA Coach of the Year. My guy.
Talk about it.
Deservedly, because obviously people said, the Boston coach should look at it because they got the overall best record. But he actually took a team that wasn't even predicted to be in the top 3, leading the Western Conference. So even if he would have finished second on the last day, I still think he deserved the Coach of the Year of how much. I think it's actually underrated how much of a good job he has actually done with the team, and how just in terms of from the tactical standpoint, he actually has these guys playing and adjusted. Like since game 1, we've been comfortable against the Pelicans as well, 2 blowouts as well, and I feel like it's just nice to see that finally some sort of recognition is going to go to the Thunder. Because Curry won Clutch Player of the Year, but he's not in the players. But okay, Shea Rob there. I think Jokic. I think they're going to give the MVP to Jokic, but at least one of the Thunder guys getting some sort of recognition in these rewards, man. I'm happy about that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And speaking of things you're happy about, Borussia Dortmund are in the Champions League semi-final. So prediction for that, we'll go for that. Ty first and foremost.
This team is pissing.
The first game's in Germany.
It's in Germany, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Borussia Dortmund PSG scoreline prediction for that game.
Well, this team's been pissing me off. These guys lost 4-1 against Leipzig. But if you know what, I'll go with a 2-2. 2-2.
2-2. Okay, fast. Yeah. It's 2-2 apiece. What are you saying, TJ?
What match? Sorry, I missed that.
And Dortmund PSG.
Dortmund PSG.
Oh, dude, Dortmund. They've really impressed me. I think they can get to the final. Honestly, I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1. I don't think there's.
That's gonna be me. I was gonna say 1-1 as well. I think PSG overall will get through, but 1 apiece. I think it will. And obviously the other semi-final, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. The one I will be watching, people. Actually, not both. I'll be watching both.
That's in the Allianz Arena, right?
Yes, that's also 2 German teams in the semifinals. We'll go to you, TJ. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid scoreline.
Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. I still think Real Madrid. So I think Real Madrid win that on the reverse fixture. They're going to the Allianz first. So I would say probably a 2-2 at the Allianz, but then when they go back home, it's over. When they go back to Madrid, it's over. I think that's going to end up like being a weird like 5-2 on aggregate. I think I just don't think Bayern and I know they beat my team. I get that, concede that, but I just don't think this Bayern team is good enough to beat Real Madrid. I don't even think they're close. So we'll see.
What you say, Jess?
I think Madrid gets the result in the away leg. Actually, I think they get I think they can.
We might be on the same wavelength for this game.
Yeah, I think they can. I think it's going to be like a 2-1. I think for Real Madrid because Bayern haven't been cleared away.
I missed that. What was you just going to say that again, Jess? I missed that.
2-1 for Real Madrid. At the Bayern Stadium. I just don't think Bayern really have been amazing at home this season. To really, I think they're getting the result. I think even Arsenal should have won that game, to be honest, there too. So it's like, I think Madrid this time, this time I feel like Madrid, they're gonna have the guys. I think they've been there, they've done that already there as well. So I feel like I think they got the majority in the team to go and get the result there. So I say 2-1 for Madrid.
Yeah, I'm actually in agreement. I think 2-1 Madrid as well. And I think they close it out in
away leg.
in Spain, in the away leg. Yeah, I think they do the business. Bayern Munich, even though they did beat Arsenal, they did beat Manchester United in got through the same group as Manchester United. Didn't impress me, and I think Madrid will just have too much. I think it's the end of the road. So I've got a Madrid PSG final. I know you have Madrid. Both of you two have Madrid in the final as well. You got Dortmund going through though, right, Jez? In your leg overall?
I got. That's probably delusion because I don't trust us away, but Dortmund, yeah.
Dortmund. All right, cool. What are you saying? What's your final? TJ?
I got Dortmund going through too. I think
So
I got
we
Dortmund
all,
going through too.
am I guessing here we all got Dortmund? Madrid winning the Champions League. Or we got
Yeah,
Dortmund winning?
I think. Actually, fuck it. Dortmund win the Champions League, man. Second Champions League. Dortmund win. Dortmund beat Madrid in the final.
Well, I guess anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Let's just say anything can happen. See, because you know what it is here. And where's the final? It's in Wembley. Germany's obviously used to the cold weather. So Germany's gonna be more. Dortmund's gonna be more used to the cold weather. I think isn't Germany closer to England than Spain?
I'm not sure.
I think Germany's closer to. So yeah, the flight is gonna be a bit shorter as well. So a little bit.
Well, the wind's going to be coming 25 miles an hour out of the northwest, and traffic will be heavy, so that'll frustrate the players before they get to the.
All I'm saying is, but hey, anyhow, Marco Reus has the Champions League as probably his last trophy in this last season. The Dortmund will be actually crazy, but now, by the way, people, don't take me serious. Straight delusion. Dortmund winning the Champions League. You heard it here first.
I said, don't take me serious. Straight delusion. All right, but yeah, then that's all the questions. I think we are going to close out. We will be redirecting over to the gaming channel. Obviously, if you're about TJ, pull up. But let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff. You lot, make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV, please. Make sure you do so.
Yeah, so you can catch me tomorrow on 2 shows. You can catch me on the Mud Brothers on Chic TV. I will be dropping in on my guy De Niro, who has some things to answer
De Niro,
for.
I hate to be you.
De Niro, my guy, you have been talking mad shit, and I appreciate everything that you do. He's a supporter of my channel, but he has some things to answer for, so I will be on Chic TV tomorrow. And I believe that's 8 p.m. UK. And then I'll be on American Waffle on Staffy TV, our normal time, 1 a.m. UK Tuesday morning. And then if you follow my channel, we just hit 1,100, so I appreciate everybody.
Oh shit, lift that, man.
Yeah, help me out on that. We were going to do a 1K celebration, and it just never actually worked out. So we might just have to move that to 1,500 or 2K.
No, just do it at a later date. Same way with me with the 11K. I'm gonna just do it at a later date. You know
dude, we just don't know when it's going to happen. There's a lot of people that are busy. So again, appreciate everybody. If you subscribed, I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, go over there and subscribe. It's been absolutely crazy. We got Flawless coming on in a couple of weeks, obviously with Man United coming up. We have the best guests on these streams, so make sure that you guys are subscribing. And again, big up Flawless for having me. Appreciate it, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. You lot, TJ Warren TV. Hey, Jazz, anything you want to add, fam?
People, if you don't know, obviously I'm doing Twitch. Actually, I'm doing a Football Manager save right now. I'm doing a Granada. I'm doing a Granada FC Football Manager stream. I'm still unbeaten, but hella trust. And obviously, the objective of the board's objective for the season is pretty much not get relegated. That's all I have to do for the season. So obviously come through on for Cargo Jets as well. I should actually pull it down there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually
gonna drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, like man, like I should also tell people that followed from the playback. I'm actually now at 71 followers now, so we reached the 70. So the next milestone is trying to get to 80. Now so you can do the 10-10 first, the 10-10, and then go from there. So appreciate it. If anybody anybody who's just interested, even trying to get into FM as well, I'm willing to be also here and just help out in case you don't know much about FM. Because I think Cheek was talking about how he was trying to get into FM. Other people were trying to get interested in getting into FM. So you can just come here, watch me, pretty much watch me play the game.
Trying to send Sheik over to the dark side with FM. Well, yeah, shout out to everyone playing FM. There's Twitch. You see Jez's Twitch is twitch.tv Hokage Jez. So that's HOKAGEJEZ Hokage Jez. And make sure, obviously, man, follow Prime as well. He's up on the TikTok and he's on the YouTube as well. You see him there, Gyalamus Prime in the chat. So make sure you follow him. Subscribe on the YouTube. Follow on the TikTok as well. Say that again.
I was saying, Prime be having time on the TikTok, man. I've been watching them.
Yeah, man. Say go see Prime and all his biatches on there as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Prime be there at fine dinners and fine dining establishments with free for Gyali and that. So yeah, man. Shout out to Prime. That's why he's like, all right, let me get this TikTok bread. That's what he's on. But we will be redirecting to the gaming channel, people. We are going to redirect over there. Just waiting for more of the man them to join. But please run up the likes on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow on Spotify as well. Make sure iTunes, all you iPhone users, please leave us a review. Subscribe, all that good stuff as well. We're literally final few questions as I do go live on the gaming channel right now, and then we're going to redirect over to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. But the pro clubs and the gaming will be moving to playback, people. I just got to figure out how. That's all it is. I'm going to chat to Matisse and pattern that and get it over on the playback. Again, shout out to my guy Saeed for the raid. All the regulars, all the mods, all the members as well. Oh yeah, members as well. Let me not forget this to all the members. I know I didn't do a members Q&A this month. So in the month of May, I'm going to do multiple. I'm going to do at least 2. You know what I'm saying? So I do 2, maybe even 3. But for all the members who are Sarcasm City soldiers and higher. And I'm going to I need to redo the membership as well in regards to some of the perks. So like, for instance, the 16 out of 10 tees, people, obviously only available for a limited time only. But if you join the membership at the second level or you're higher, then the shop will be open to you 24/7, 365 days a year, people. But yeah, we're going to send you lot over to the gaming channel. Like I said, big up to AJB who says Jez just followed you, good sir. So Jez, did you say you're on the Twitch? You're not on playback, right? Is it just the Twitch?
No, just the Twitch people, and I appreciate AJ as well, man. So I plan to be live. Obviously, it's today here in the UK. It's Monday, so I plan to be live today, hopefully. And yeah, man, couple hours. I'm trying to put a couple hours in. I have to restructure my tactics.
But big up to everyone that has locked in. I will update the live stream schedule tonight, so you'll see what's coming up. But it's the fan calling show Monday, maybe a pro club stream here on the main channel. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.